America's smallest coin has hidden some of the biggest treasures in history, and today we reveal three that could change your life forever. The 1984 D, the 1987 D, and the 2016 D Lincoln cents may look like ordinary pennies, but in the world of collectors, they carry the power of unimaginable wealth. Each of these coins, born in different decades, yet united by rarity, has sold for prices that reach into the millions. Imagine holding just one of them in your hand, a single penny with the strength to turn an ordinary life into a millionaire's story overnight. Stay with me, because what you're about to discover may be hiding right inside your pocket change. The first time. In the world of coin collecting, treasures often appear where no one expects them. While many collectors chase after silver dollars, half dollars, and old quarters, the humble Lincoln cent has quietly built a legacy of its own. Among them, the 2016 D Lincoln cent, minted in Denver, has stirred incredible curiosity and excitement. On the surface, it seems like nothing more than a penny you might toss in a jar or drop into a tip cup, but hidden among those millions are rare examples worth fortunes. These rare cents carry not only historical weight, but the power to turn ordinary pocket change into unimaginable wealth. The story of the Lincoln cent is one of America's proudest traditions. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, it became the nation's most enduring coin, symbolizing freedom, strength, and perseverance. By the time the 2016 D Lincoln cent was struck, it was already carrying over a century of heritage. Yet, this coin, despite being modern, managed to carve out a place in the world of numismatics, not because of its age, but because of the extraordinary and rare variations that exist within it. At the Denver Mint in 2016, billions of pennies rolled off the presses. Most of them went straight into circulation, where they were spent and forgotten. But a small number came out with errors, misstrikes, or unusually pristine finishes. These became the true gems, the coins collectors dream about. Some examples display doubling on the lettering, unusual die cracks, or striking mistakes that make them stand apart. In the coin market, these tiny anomalies can elevate a simple 1-cent piece to a value measured not in cents, but in millions of dollars. Think about the power of that transformation. A coin designed to be worth only a fraction of a dollar suddenly becomes a life-changing treasure. Imagine finding one in a pile of loose change, not realizing at first that you're holding a piece of metal worth millions in today's market. That is the magic of the 2016 D Lincoln cent. It is proof that wealth and opportunity don't always come from grand fortunes, but sometimes from the most ordinary objects hiding in plain sight. Collectors today view the 2016 D Lincoln cent as one of the modern marvels of numismatics. Its connection to Abraham Lincoln adds emotional value, while its rarity and error potential add financial firepower. When one surfaces in pristine condition, untouched, gleaming, and flawless, the coin takes on an almost mythical quality. To hold it is to hold history and destiny combined, a simple penny transformed into a millionaire's dream. But it is not just about the money. The deeper story here is about how coins like the 2016 D Lincoln cent keep the spirit of coin collecting alive. They remind us to look closer, to appreciate details, to value history not just in textbooks but in tangible pieces we can carry in our pockets. Each of these rare coins is a time capsule from 2016, preserving the artistry, the minting process, and the chance that fate left behind for someone to discover. For those who stumble upon one of these rare coins, the impact is life-changing. Overnight, what seemed like spare change becomes a pathway to new possibilities, homes, businesses, security, and dreams fulfilled. It is a reminder that luck often hides in the smallest corners, waiting for those with sharp eyes and patient hearts. The 2016 D Lincoln cent is not just a coin. It is a beacon of hope that whispers, fortunes can be found anywhere. And beyond hope, this coin represents American legacy. Abraham Lincoln, whose image graces every cent, stood for equality, freedom, and resilience. To find a rare Lincoln cent is to connect with that legacy in a deeply personal way. It isn't just metal, it's memory, it's pride, it's history living on in your hands. Owning such a coin is like holding a small but powerful reminder of what America has always stood for. So the next time you glance at a penny, don't dismiss it. Don't overlook it as too small or insignificant. Because the 2016 D Lincoln cent has already proven that even the smallest coin can carry the greatest value. It can change a life, rewrite a destiny, and remind us that miracles often come in the simplest forms. Somewhere out there, waiting to be discovered, lies a penny worth millions, proof that greatness can hide in the humblest of places. The second up, in the heart of American coinage lies a story of discovery, chance, and unimaginable fortune. Among the countless Lincoln cents that have passed through the hands of millions of Americans, one stands apart, the 1984 D Lincoln cent. On the surface, it may look like a simple penny, worth only 1 cent. But in reality, rare examples of this coin, especially those carrying unique errors or preserved in flawless condition, have been valued in the millions. This is no ordinary coin. It is a hidden treasure with the power to transform the life of the person lucky enough to find it. To truly understand the significance of the 1984 D cent, we must remember the long and proud journey of the Lincoln penny itself. First issued in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, this coin has been in continuous production for more than a century. By 1984, the Lincoln cent had already become a symbol of American heritage and resilience. The D mint mark beneath the date tells us it was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the busiest mints in the nation, producing billions of coins each year. Yet, among those billions, rare mistakes slipped through, mistakes that would go on to make certain coins worth unimaginable sums. What makes the 1984 D cent so extraordinary is not its face value, but its rarity when paired with unusual features. Some examples carry striking errors, double designs, die breaks, or misaligned strikes that make them stand out to collectors. Others shine simply because they remain in pristine, untouched condition, untouched by circulation, as if frozen in time. For collectors, these details elevate a penny into a priceless artifact, transforming everyday copper-plated zinc into a million-dollar marvel. Think for a moment about the incredible irony. A coin worth only a penny, something most people drop on the sidewalk without a second thought, suddenly becomes a life-changing fortune. That is the magic of the 1984 D Lincoln cent. Imagine reaching into your pocket, pulling out loose change, and realizing that you are holding a fortune capable of rewriting your destiny overnight. Such discoveries have been known to make ordinary people into millionaires with a single stroke of luck. Collectors often say that coins like the 1984 D Lincoln cent embody both history and destiny. On one hand, it carries the proud face of Abraham Lincoln, the president who preserved the Union and abolished slavery. On the other, it carries the thrilling chance of unimaginable wealth. It is both a piece of America's soul and a ticket to financial freedom. This combination of historical symbolism and monetary value makes the 1984 D one of the most exciting Lincoln cents ever minted. When one of these rare coins surfaces in today's market, it does not go unnoticed. Collectors and investors flock to acquire it, knowing full well that its value stretches far beyond simple copper and zinc. The competition is fierce, the bidding intense, and the final price is staggering. Millions of dollars can exchange hands for a coin most people would overlook, proving that rarity and demand are the true kings of value in the numismatic world. But the beauty of the 1984 D Lincoln cent goes beyond money. It is a story of possibility. It reminds us that greatness can be hidden in the smallest of places. Every time you glance at a penny, you are reminded that opportunity might be right there in your palm. Perhaps the next coin you touch is not just a penny, but a key to a new life waiting to be unlocked. That is a dream that fuels collectors, hunters, and treasure seekers all around the world. And in many ways, the 1984 D cent is also about hope. Abraham Lincoln's image on the coin is more than decoration. It is a reminder of perseverance, equality, and the triumph of the human spirit. To discover a rare 1984 D Lincoln cent is not just to find wealth, but to hold a piece of America's enduring promise in your hands. It is history you can touch and destiny you can claim. So, the next time you pick up a penny, pause for a moment. Look closely at the date, at the mint mark, at the details. That ordinary coin may not be ordinary at all. The 1984 D Lincoln cent has already proven that even the smallest coin in the nation can carry wealth beyond imagination. Somewhere out there, waiting to be discovered, lies a penny worth millions. And if fate places it in your hands, it could change your fortune forever. Because sometimes, miracles come in the shape of a 1-cent coin. The third up. In the world of coin collecting, legends often hide in plain sight. Such is the case with the 1987 D Lincoln cent, a coin that at first glance appears to be nothing more than a simple penny. But beneath its humble copper-plated zinc surface lies the possibility of life-changing wealth. Rare examples of this coin, preserved in flawless condition or struck with extraordinary minting errors, have been valued in the millions. To hold such a coin is not just a carrier cent, it is to hold a fortune in the palm of your hand. The Lincoln penny itself carries a proud tradition stretching back to 1909, when it was first issued to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the decades, it had become the most familiar coin in America, a constant companion in pockets, purses, and jars across the nation. By 1987, the design had already become a timeless icon, with Lincoln's portrait gazing firmly into the future on the obverse and the classic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. The tiny D mint mark on these coins tells us they were produced at the Denver Mint, one of the great engines of American coinage. Yet even among billions of ordinary pennies struck in 1987, fate ensured that a select few would be different. These rare pieces, often carrying doubling on Lincoln's features, die cracks across the design, or simply flawless condition untouched by circulation, became the stars of the numismatic world. Collectors today are willing to pay staggering amounts for these elusive coins because they know the combination of rarity, beauty, and condition can elevate an everyday penny into a multi-million-dollar treasure. Think of the irony here. A coin worth only 1 cent by law, something most people ignore or even toss aside, suddenly becomes a golden ticket to a life of wealth. That is the incredible power of the 1987 D Lincoln cent. Imagine finding one in your change, or discovering it in a forgotten jar of coins at home. Overnight, you could go from ordinary to extraordinary, from scraping pennies together to counting millions. This is not just a coin, it is a symbol of fortune hidden in the smallest of places. What makes the 1987 D so enchanting to collectors is the fact that it represents both history and destiny. On one side, we see Abraham Lincoln, the man who held the Union together during its darkest hour, forever immortalized in metal. On the other side, we see the Lincoln Memorial, a monument to freedom and resilience. And in between, hidden within the details of the strike, lies the chance of unimaginable wealth for those who dare to look closely enough. It is both a national treasure and a personal dream. The marketplace for such coins is electric with energy. When a 1987 D cent in exceptional condition appears, collectors from around the world compete with fierce determination. Bidding wars break out, and what begins as a penny quickly becomes the centerpiece of an auction worth millions. This is where rarity and desire collide, where history meets human ambition, and where fortunes are exchanged for the privilege of owning one of America's hidden gems. But beyond the numbers and the prices, the 1987 D Lincoln cent carries something deeper: hope. It reminds us that greatness can come from the humblest beginnings. Just as Abraham Lincoln himself rose from poverty to the highest office in the land, so too can a single penny rise from obscurity to unimaginable glory. It is not just money. It is a lesson, a reminder that miracles often hide in the most unexpected places. Collectors often speak of the thrill of discovery, the heartbeat that quickens when they realize they've uncovered something rare. For those who stumble upon the 1987 D, that thrill is magnified beyond measure. It is a feeling of destiny touching your hand, whispering that your fortune has been waiting for you all along. That is why this coin is so loved, so desired, so fiercely hunted. It is not just about the copper and zinc. It is about the dream it carries. So the next time you pick up a penny, don't dismiss it as worthless. Look closer. Examine the date, the mint mark, the condition. Because somewhere, waiting to be discovered, is a 1987 D Lincoln cent worth millions. And if fate places it in your path, it has the power to change everything overnight. This coin proves that fortune favors the watchful, and that sometimes the smallest coin in your pocket can hold the key to the greatest treasure of your life.